Welcome to Star Wars, a musical journey. A celebration of 3 decades and 6 extraordinary films. Tonight, you see George Lucas's breathtaking images as you've never experienced them before. And you will hear the legendary music of John Williams thrillingly recreated especially for you.
Great run through, everybody. Let me try that again. Let's bring the roller back in. We're going to reset for the top of the show. As soon as the drapes are set, we're going to run it from the top without intermission. Let's get set, because I don't want to lose any orchestra. We're going to run this thing. Pay attention. All right, let's lose the intermission card. We ready, Dirk?
Maestro. And roll it.
One of the main legs that Star Wars stands on is music. The score itself is a testament to the creativity of John Williams, who didn't just do one Star Wars theme song, which everybody remembers, oh yeah, that's Star Wars. There's about at least a dozen of them that when you play it, you say Star Wars.
Around the time of Episode 3, we had the idea to do a spectacular Star Wars concert that married the music, the wonderful music from all 6 films with these amazing visuals. By a great coincidence, Another Planet came to us.
We started talking with Lucasfilm about the idea of touring the films of Star Wars and the great music Williams with an exhibit.
How great would it be for these incredibly recognizable symphonic pieces to be performed with the instrumentation that they were originally written for, so that people could actually see how it's done.
We thought, aha, this is an interesting aligning of the planets. They understood what the whole show concept was, and producing something that was essentially a symphonic concert in a rock arena with a rock mentality. And in a very quick span of time, the deal closed. We found a venue in the O2 in London, and the really hard work began, which was putting all of the different elements together.
What is thy bidding, my master?
I got a call from Lucasfilm just out of the blue, and they said, we're looking for a music video editor for a big project. And I was pretty intrigued by this. I thought, well, why would Lucasfilm be doing a music video?
Do or do not. There is no try.
Nothing much happens in editing. John Williams had put together 16 music selections that spanned the entire saga of Star Wars, and they needed 16 music videos. I started the following week. So I had to jump right in and really get my head around the whole Star Wars canon. The most important thing for me was the emotional impact of the music. I cut my picture very precisely, and I timed many of my shots to fall exactly at certain places. You know, I knew every little nuance of the music.
Obviously, we had to bring John Williams into the picture because he is Star Wars music. We very nervously would ship off an edited piece for John's approval.
I would get these comments like, on the second bar of this phrase, there's a French horn, and I'd like this next shot to land on that French horn.
Invariably, he was dead on about his comments. Once you had the video and the music elements, then the challenge came of how do you translate that into an arena show.
This is our first technical run-through with video and lighting. We're going to make some very clean notes about times where it's disorienting to you. Please bear with us because obviously we haven't had a chance to really run this with an orchestra. There's some lights going on behind you, and you're not on stage when those lights are on, so I apologize if I fried you just a little bit. The fact that we're rehearsing on the George Lucas stage and that the original Star Wars was shot at Elstree Studios and that John Williams scored the films here in London, when you look at it, it seemed a natural choice. What makes this unique is the fact that it's not a pop star that I'm dealing with. It's not, a celebrity that I'm dealing with. It's not a rock and roll band that I'm dealing with. The star is the material.
Okay, good afternoon. I hope you had a nice... We go back to the first act, to number 3.
The films are going to be on this screen with a 100-piece orchestra and a 30-piece choir singing live to these images. how on earth do you get that many people to really nail rhythmically what's happening with the pictures?
So 2 tempo changes we should maybe mark, and all the other tempo changes we will see while I'm conducting.
In scoring to picture, composers use this process called streaming. What happens in the live show is there's 2 monitors. There's the main big screen that the audience sees, and then there's an identical feed to a smaller monitor in front of the conductor, which is his cues to keep the orchestra on time.
In the beginning, I was a little bit afraid. When I heard about the whole machinery and the whole concept, I said, oh my God, I hope it will not kill the reason why we're here. Once you are into the music, you follow the spirit, you follow the lines, you follow the musical acts and the musical movements from the moment as they are created by the musicians. As a conductor of this production, you have to say, come on guys, it's very nice what you're doing, but we have texture.
The first time I got to see an orchestra do this, I was absolutely blown away. I started thinking, this music is live. By the time they've had a few rehearsals, it's going to be amazing.
I was wondering if this thing could ever be pulled off. There was a theory in my head. I knew that the technology was out there to do it, but to try and wrangle enough elements together to make it work and make it cohesive was an incredibly daunting task.
That low ship rumble, a shink, 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 stand by on house lights, shoo, shoo, shoo. Give me some kind of button that I can kill the house lights. Just something you can do tonight on the train.
I think we have 112 mics out here. There's room to grow, let's put it that way. I have a 256 inputs, so I'm not even halfway. We have overhead microphones and the Star Destroyers. These do probably half the job.
There's nothing up there that hasn't gotten a Star Wars touch to it. The conductor's podium that he's standing on, the faces of the orchestra platforms, with the lights and the lasers and all the elements, the audience is pulled into the universe of Star Wars rather than just watching something.
Simon, we're going to test some lasers and make sure we're not going to kill anybody. Just missed.
What I try and do is create an environment that is non-venue specific. That once the lights go out, you could be anywhere.
More smoke, please.
As I came in the first time and I saw the big screen, the size of the screen, I got tears in my eyes.
It's enormous, right?
Enormous.
Yeah,
enormous.
yeah.
It is 60 feet across and it's 29.6 high.
It's a 1.5 million pixel true high-def display. There are stadium-sized screens, but not in and even in high-def format, but not of this resolution.
I have never seen that kind of clarity on an M before. Ewan McGregor's got his hands up. It looks like they were in the pool because you can see the little wrinkles in their fingers. You've never seen that on LED. You don't see it on projection.
We wouldn't do it justice unless we could present the movies in high definition. So this is the first presentation of clips from all 6 movies in high definition.
When they came to me and they said, you know, the screen was going to be this big, I immediately freaked out and said, how are we going to move it?
And you're having delusions of grandeur.
Okay, tall people, help guide this thing, please.
Plan A, take the stuff down, put it in the truck, down the road.
Hold up a second. Hold up. Just 1 second. Look at that forklift watch.
Or plan B, take the stuff down, put it in the truck, and down the road.
I got last 2 set cards. You want them towards the back?
Touring crews, roadies as they're called, have a legendary way of becoming very, very efficient. What looks to be an impossible task becomes sort of second nature.
On a normal gig, it's going to be about anywhere from 6 to probably 8 hours. This one here can probably take 12 to 14 to 16 hours today. It's a lot of stuff, but that's what we do.